Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Friends Podcast, man. Thank you so much for joining us today, man. If it's your first time, thank you for coming through, man. We appreciate you for coming and listening to what we have to say
Yes,
today.
sir.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Matt, and I'm here with my co-host.
My name is Rod, and this is the Friends Podcast. Make sure you check us out everywhere. We're streaming on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Also, check out our socials at the Friends Pod.
Yeah, man. Check us out. Check us out. So, what's going on with you this week? How was your last 7 days?
It's been all right. It's not too bad. What do you mean by last 7 days? What that mean?
I'm just saying, like your last week, your last 7 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not too much really. I mean, I've been off of work. Been hitting the gym every morning. I have a lot more time to try to prioritize my move to Texas. Yeah, just getting everything ready, planning, keep working on this pod, things of that nature. Little tasks here and there. What about you?
Okay, I feel that. I mean, not shit, man. I always say not shit because I don't really be doing nothing. I be in the crib. My favorite place to be honest. Um, yeah, nothing too much. Just work, editing. Probably gonna go out tonight. I was supposed to go out last night, but I was feeling too lazy, so I was like, fuck that shit. But
In the streets?
yeah, I'm probably gonna go out tonight, see what's going on out here in the city. So
Detroit?
yeah, see what happened out there. But
What part,
other than
though?
I think we're supposed to go to Tin Roof, which is I don't know if it ever took you there before, but it's like
I haven't been in Detroit in a minute.
yeah, it's like
I need to get back there.
it's right by Comerica Park, like it overlooks Comerica Park. It's like a rooftop type joint. You know what I mean? So that should be cool. See what's going on out there. Go ahead and get drunk right quick for the
My
one
man's
time.
is going out tonight too, so you might see him.
You said who is?
Pat. He said he
shit.
be on the streets. So
we got to get Pat back on the podcast ASAP, man. So yeah, man.
Yeah, he was talking about it too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he always be sending me things to discuss and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I know y'all enjoyed that episode. Well, we had a couple episodes with Pat, so definitely got to bring him back for some more unhinged, more unhinged conversation for sure. But
it's definitely a lot better too in terms of content. What we about to bring on this next episode with him. This is gonna be different.
Oh man,
it ain't gonna be every 5 seconds. I guarantee that.
Man, can we? I don't know why this has been on my mind, or this was on my mind when I started recording. But like, is there things that you notice, like when you go back and listen to the podcast? Is there things that you notice that you do that you like? Damn, I wish I didn't do that. There's a million things that I do that I go back and I listen. I'm like, damn, like why do I say like so much?
Yeah.
Why do I? Sometimes I like when I start talking, I smack my like lips or whatever. Like that shit annoys me. It's a bunch of shit that's bad for the audio. Is there anything that you notice that you do that you kind of like cringe at?
Yeah. So when I go back and listen to some of the past episodes, I definitely was saying like multiple times all through the track. I mean, I still do it for sure, but I noticed that back then I did a whole lot more. Also, I feel like I couldn't get some of my opinions across in a articulate manner, in a short, concise way. I'd be all over the place. So just getting more to the point and to the heart of the topic sometimes.
Yeah. I think another thing I do that piss me off when I go back and listen is like like when you talking or when somebody's talking, I always say and like I be having to cut a lot of them out because I feel like I say that shit a lot.
You cut your uhs out
all the time because it'd be like
what
too
you be
many.
cutting out from me?
Nothing. I really don't cut out nothing from you.
Yeah, I felt like that.
What you mean?
Like,
Should
I feel like this nigga be hyping this shit up, and then mine just be there.
What you mean? Should I cut out your and your pauses and shit?
Yeah, I was saying sometimes the pause in between because I really do think about like what I'm gonna say, but I try not to put too much space in it because I want people to actually hear my answers and to the questions, and not just say the first thing that comes off your head every time,
Yeah,
because I want to actually engage the audience. I want to actually share my information.
exactly, and make it feel real. Cause like that's why I leave it pretty natural for you. Cause like that's what it is. Like you sitting there thinking about what you about to say. So I might cut it a little bit, but I'm not gonna straight up like chop it like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was just something that was on my mind because I
And
have to go back and listen to these all the time.
also, we're gonna definitely bring back some of the guests from the past and get them back on, and we want to have like more conversation with them. So, some of the artists that we have for interviews, and we want to bring them on and bring them into our world. So, have
Hmm.
like our chats about just cultural things and just get into the artists in a more deeper level. Like if we was all hanging out, this is what we would normally talk about. It ain't always about
Right.
music and what I'm trying to do with my career moving forward, but get to understand the artist in a natural setting, like the friends.
Yeah, really just chop it up with us like on some real just kicking it, smoking some weed type shit. Like
Hmm.
I think that's where the best conversations come. Like we of course we love to learn about these artists, but like let's see what y'all opinion is on some shit. Let's see if we can get some hot takes. Something
Right.
like that.
Let's go and get
But
to this first topic now.
yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the first topic we got is Rich Boy was beating up his parents. Like I know what y'all thinking, Rich Boy. It can't be Rich Boy.
Right.
Like throw some D's on that bitch. That Rich Boy.
Hmm.
I saw like a recent video of him. He's looking real rough out here. You got any comments on that?
I mean, to me, man, really when I first, because you had posted this shit, and when I first saw it, I was like, rich boy. I was thinking like a rich boy, like an actual a boy that was rich. And I clicked on the article, and I'm like, no, this is really actually Rich Boy. And I ain't really heard that nigga name in a long ass time, to be honest. So I don't. It's interesting that I mean he had a hit though. He did have a hit, but it's interesting that there's still articles. I think was it TMZ that even posted it. I don't even think it
Yeah, it
was
was all
TMZ.
over. It was TMZ.
Well,
There's a lot of
okay,
places. Probably Worldstar.
yeah. If TMZ posted, and that means you got some type of fame or whatnot. But
Yeah, I mean he
yeah,
looks like a bum, like Delonte West.
yeah, he was looking bad, in the mugshot and shit. But I mean, thoughts on it? I don't like
My
why was
thoughts?
he? No, because you asked me my thoughts. Like I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out like why would you putting your hands on your parents for? Because a rich boy probably goddamn 40, 45. Like, his parents probably about 65 or something. Like, leave them old Social Security folks alone, man. Like, what's going on?
What they
It,
do
ha-
though,
it had to be a reason.
like sometimes your parents feel like they can still put their hands on you, even when you old as hell.
Yeah, that is true.
So maybe he was like, hey, I'm a grown man. You can't just put your hand on me no more like that. Like you gotta relax. Like I'm the
Yeah.
man of this house now. Like I provide.
But do we though? Then I don't know if he provide now. Like, yeah, some people situation like that. But looking at this nigga mugshot,
Yeah, it don't look like he providing.
I don't know. That nigga look like I don't know. And you had brought the other video up when he had them bush clippers like the big ones, and he was trying to like clip somebody fucking nose off or some shit, and
I
people was
got
recording it.
I got a question though.
Hmm.
At a certain age, do you still let your parents hit you?
Hell no.
Like now, would you really let your parents hit you at this age?
Ain't no way. That shit stopped like before I was 18.
Hmm.
That shit not happening. I mean, that shit. I mean, it's always gonna be a respect there, but like, yeah, you talking about like spanking, or you talking about like fighting, like fisticuffs?
It don't matter. Any type of hands towards you that's like you didn't want.
Oh no, that shit stopped like years. Like probably I was probably like 13 or 14 when they stopped like
Yeah.
actually spanking me, whooping me, or whatever. But like,
Like once I realized I can block, it was a wrap.
right,
Like I was
and
just like I just grabbed the hand. I was like,
right.
I
Now
was
that
like,
shit was my move. Boy, I hold that
what?
wrist so tight. Oh my god. No, and the thing
Like
is,
nah, this ain't happening no more.
and we had
Like I
lock.
started dodging. I was like, It's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah. You got to get agile right quick.
like,
Nah, we
why am I
had
just sitting there just getting hit?
for no reason. A lot of the times it was for some bullshit too, though. To be honest, like maybe I deserved it a couple times, but like a lot of the times it was just like, oh, I didn't take the chicken out, or some bullshit.
Mm,
Like, but now we had locks in our house, so like I could really just go into the bathroom and I race to the bathroom, lock that door, it's over with.
yeah,
Yeah, but
I ain't
I
gonna
don't
lie, I
know
definitely did that too when I
the
was
lock
younger.
thing.
Go to the bathroom, lock the door,
Hey man,
being there for about a good 20 minutes.
right? Yeah, yeah. Wait for them to walk away. Whole shit cool when you walk out.
Go right to the room, close the door.
Yeah.
But
See, I don't know, like my parents, they weren't really like no. I feel like some people parents really just be on that type of time where it's like, oh yeah, you getting. I don't care. I will wait out here for 5 hours. You getting beat today. My parents weren't really on that. Like they wasn't on no like super crazy violent shit. But yeah.
I
Anyway
mean,
though.
only when I was like kind of violent on my end. Like,
Oh yeah,
but they
yeah.
from the south. But my grandma used to always say, "Go get the switch." When I was a little kid,
Oh man.
and I used to go out there get like the little small ones, and man, she'd just start tying them bitches together. She'd be like, "Go give me
Damn.
some more." And then like
More?
when I think about it, like now I'm like, I don't fuck with my grandma for that. Like that old school kind of idea. I'm like,
Yeah.
me thinking about it now. I was like, I'm not going outside to go get you no stick.
Hell no.
Like,
You get
what are you
if you're
talking
gonna
about?
do it, you do it
Like,
yourself.
just do it. Like, what you
Right.
gonna do?
It's like you gonna make
Like,
me go and get the weapon that's gonna hit me?
yeah,
No.
exactly. It's like, use your hand. Go ahead and hit me. Like,
Right. Exactly. If you're gonna do it, nah, let's go ahead and do it then.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I don't
that
know what it is also about Southern parents. You can't say nothing to them. Like, the idea of talking back,
oh man.
like, that could be anything, like, into a Southern household. That could
Anything.
be smacking your lips,
Yeah.
like, giving them a look.
Yeah.
Like any type of word that's born as talking back. Oh, you like if you get bucked, like you put your shoulders
Mhm.
up,
Oh no, it's over
like
with.
it's if
Little
you get
boy, what you do?
like,
Who is you?
if you looking mad, like
Yeah.
like
Fix your
all that,
face.
like all that shit is like in the Southern house is you getting hit for it.
I don't know, man. What it because and it'd be certain words like. Well, for me personally, I couldn't say like certain words. So like, I couldn't say lie. I couldn't say like dang because dang means damn. You know what I mean? I can't. There's a bunch of shit that I couldn't say. There's a lot of rules and stipulations with black
Hmm.
families. You know what I mean? But I didn't have Southern parents, but
Yeah, my shit
yeah.
wasn't like that at all
You could
because
just say
my
whatever.
family was already had like a Southern lingo,
Hmm.
so yeah, it wasn't no, it was
Yeah.
Southern language. It's hardly English,
For real. No,
so.
yeah, I definitely picked that up when I moved down south. But yeah, man, I think just to wrap this one up, I think Rich Boy. I mean, listen, look like he doing bad. I think he had like maybe 2 hits. He
To be
probably had
honest,
about
I
two
don't
hits
care.
at all. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, why would they even bring this story to the forefront? Like, we really didn't even have to notice. You know,
Man, the song wasn't good. I didn't really care for the song either.
throw some D's.
I'm not never playing that. Never. Like
I think it was the sample that was hard though.
maybe at the time, like it was cool for that year, but
Yeah,
after that, nah.
like rich boy selling crack. Fuck niggas want to jack. Shit tight, no like what? No, that shit was hard
Nah,
at
he
the
doing
time.
crack.
Now he might, yeah, look like he on some fence or something. I don't know what's going on with him. But of course, like of course, I wish him the best because I mean, you never want to see a black man down or any man, to be honest. But like,
Yeah,
damn,
for sure.
you
I
know,
mean, I hope his parents heal up. I hope they got some ice. Get the vegetables in the freezer. Put on their eye a little bit.
yeah, right.
Hope Rich Boy didn't go too hard, but looking at him, I think he went full force.
No, he definitely did. If he was up against bro with them lawn clippers, yeah, he definitely went
Yeah.
crazy on them. But just like why? I really just want to know why. That's why I hate, and I've talked about this on the podcast. Like I hate stories sometimes because we don't get the full context of what the fuck even happened. Like we just heard that he just put his hands on his parents. Why? I want to know why. But Well, we'll go ahead and move on from that because that's
I mean, he obviously wasn't in the right mind state.
yeah. It seemed like if you're gonna put your hands on your parents, especially your mama, like your mama. But I guess everybody don't got the same relationship with their parents. Like some people really don't fuck with their parents at all, though.
That's
So
true.
so it is what it is.
I
But
know people like that for sure.
for sure. But all right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this next topic. I think we wanted to talk about. Oh, go ahead. You was going
No,
into
I was
something.
just thinking about experience when I was younger, and I had this white friend, and I went over to his house or whatever, and his mom and him used to always be arguing. It'd be over the stupidest shit. Like it was so dumb. Like thinking back to it now, it'll just be about like, oh, I told you to be here by blah blah blah. You came like an hour later, or it'll be something like you forgot to make sure you lock the door or something like that, and
Yeah.
they'll be going back and forth. And then like I remember one time, like I was right there behind her because we just came from playing basketball at the park.
Mm-hmm.
We used to always do when I was a kid. Came back in, was like, we about to come in here, grab a snack or whatever, maybe a sound, some soup or whatever, just chill. And his mom and him got to go da 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 da. He was like, "Shut up, bitch." And I was just sitting there looking at her, like I was like, "Man, what's she gonna do?"
What'd she
And
do?
she was like, "You ain't gonna talk to me like that." He's like, "I just did, ma." Like, shut up, bitch. like, like, man, I seen her like she looked at me, and I looked at her, and
Yeah.
then I looked at my homie, and he looked at her, and she came over. She smacked the dog shit out of his face.
For real?
Yeah, she smacked the shit
Okay.
out of him.
Okay.
I
Stepping up.
was
Stepping up.
and I was like, man, that's. And she was like, tell your friend to go home. This nigga started crying, bro. You gotta go
Nah,
home.
nah. Don't cry. Nah. Nah.
Like,
You was talking big shit before.
yeah. I mean, I
That's
see time
crazy.
when he cursed at her and she didn't do nothing, but that time, I feel like because like I was right there,
Yeah.
and I was just gave her that look, like what? Like,
You gonna have to do something about
yeah,
this.
I was shocked. I was like, that was the first time I ever saw it though. I was just like someone yell at their parents and that like just like a curse at them like in that way. I'm just
Oh
like,
man.
I just knew something was going down. Like I was like, oh man, it's crazy. But you could
But I
tell like
would.
he was very comfortable doing it.
Right. That was not the first time.
Nah,
Boy, I would have got sent to heaven or hell. One of the two.
yeah,
Even if I said shut up,
that shit was hilarious.
man, that's crazy. It's really two Americas, man. It's really two Americas because that shit could never happen in the black house. Well, for the most part, that shit couldn't happen in the black household.
Yeah.
But
Did you ever used to eat at your white friend's house? Or did you even have white friends? I mean, I was
yeah,
so.
yeah,
You ever ate at their crib?
yeah, a couple times, yeah. I don't remember nothing like that happening though. Like I feel like most of my white friends, I did know people who I knew they was like assholes to their parents, but I didn't really go over their crib like that. But
What kind of food did they make? Or did they just order food?
I was about to say it'll probably be like some pizza or some shit. They might. It wasn't never no like, oh, I'm finna cook for y'all. It was like, oh, we about to get this hot and ready right quick.
Hmm.
A lot of hot and readies, a lot of pizzas and type shit. Cause kids love pizza and shit.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I had this shit fucked up. I used to always go over to my homie crib to go eat.
Yeah.
Like his mom one day with him, they went back and forth. She was like, "Why is he always eating over here? He ain't got no."
Damn.
And I just like,
Okay.
oh, like I thought I was just family. I was like, I thought like,
The hell.
I
Well,
was like, oh
damn.
my bad. Like I eat at home too. Like,
Well, damn. Let me
I,
get out of here then. Shit.
yeah,
If you don't want me here,
yeah.
god
When I
damn.
heard that, I just walked out the door.
That's fucked up.
I was like, damn, I was hurt. I was like, damn, I ain't know it was like that.
She really kept the 1,000 with you.
Yeah.
Like, that's
There was
crazy.
another time in the future she definitely kept it another 1,000. I realized through my child, like his mom did not fuck with me.
Wait, what happened?
Like she just, I don't know, she just didn't fuck with me. Like I would say it was in the future in college. I had this internship and shit, and I was staying with my father's friend. And to be honest, it just was not working out for real. I just didn't really like it. I was living in Detroit, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I just can't like the rules regulation. I was just the area I wasn't really feeling with. I want to kind of be closer to like the that Royal Detroit because I lived around there, so I want to still be around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then my homie was like, "Oh, you could just stay over here at my crib probably." And like I was like, "Oh, dope." And I was like, "Oh, I'll just pay him." So I told my dad's friend, I was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go ahead." Long story short, um, I went ahead, moved in, blah blah blah. And then it was one night I had went out to go hang with my homie and shit like that. I was gone overnight and stuff like that. I came back and basically kind of she just was like, "Rod, you got to go." I'm just like, "What?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's
Damn.
like, you have to go." She's like, I thought this was kind of like a last resort. You have nowhere to go. And I'm just like, "Why'd you think that?" Like he offered to let me stay here, and I offer you pay rent. I was confused with like what was said. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "I'm paying rent just to this is somewhere I can go and lay my head. Like I'm paying you. Like if I'm paying money, obviously I got somewhere to go. Like like I can
Yeah.
go pay to live somewhere else." But she kind of was like, "No, you gotta go," and blah blah blah. He said, "You out all night and you didn't let nobody know where you was at." I'm like, what? What do you mean that you know where I'm
No,
at?
I get that though. You don't understand where she was coming from though.
Not at that time. Like in college and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no, not
I ain't
then.
never
No.
let anybody just let them know where I'm at. Like I'm an adult, you an adult. Like, do
Yeah,
I ask you where you're at all the time? Like I don't know where you're at.
I mean that's
Like
true.
that's kind of how I felt about. I was like, why would I let you know? Like I'm not your kid. Like I'm paying to stay here. Like why am I letting you
I
know where I'm
mean
at?
probably because it's her house and she like this nigga coming in and out at any time of the night. When I don't know what the fuck going.
Yeah, I
I get
came I
it.
came like the next morning though, like afternoon. And it was just like I didn't come in the night, like just
Oh, it was the
randomly.
next afternoon.
Yeah, I came the next day. Like I didn't come that night. Like I literally came back that afternoon. She's like, and it's like trying
Well,
to
she
treat it
probably
like she didn't know where I was at. Blah blah blah. I'm like,
well she probably figured like, oh, if you got somewhere else to stay, then just stay over there then.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, she
I
ain't
was just
fuck with
like,
you.
I was just like, all right. I grabbed my stuff and I got the fuck out. That's how
Yeah,
I knew again. I was like, she don't really fuck with me. After that,
yeah, nah.
I ain't talk to that nigga no, like my homie no more. From it was mine. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
this
nah, that's some whole shit. I mean, it's not really no whole shit. I get where she coming from. It's her crib, but
because I
how
just
long?
want to know like what he said to her to begin with is like to make her think like I had nowhere to go or like I
Yeah,
was some charity case. It kind of made me feel like I'm like why we like I don't know how it was like this was told to you, but I was like, oh, if you got an extra room, I'll pay to be there.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't I wasn't no like charity case. It was like I'm paying you money.
But then that too, and yeah, that's another thing. Like you was paying her for real. But then this
Exactly.
somebody that you knew like from childhood though, right?
Yeah.
So like she ain't. It wasn't like you was some random person and shit like that. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know the dude.
Yeah, I already know who you talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
But
Alex.
yeah,
Well,
why you say the name, man? You had to say the
he
name.
ain't listening.
Still though. Well, it don't matter. Yeah, he definitely not about to listen to this shit. But
It could be John, Alex, Steven, like all of them. Like
Steven.
what?
But yeah, I don't even know how we got there,
Audience
but
don't know.
that is true. That is true.
They
All
know now
right,
because you made it. You made it to.
you said the name.
Yeah.
I guess you ain't saying no last name. That's a common ass name. But let's get into the next topic though. Let's talk about uh, let's talk about Kim Kardashian, man. Which there's somebody that I don't even really like to talk about because I don't want to give her too much light and too much air. But looks like she was getting investigated for what it was like some crypto scam. I don't even really know exactly too much about it, but I know she got charged like a 1.3 million fine by the SEC. I guess you want to speak more about it.
Yeah, that's the story here from CNN. Business. It says Kim Kardashian agreed to pay 1.26 million fine to the Securities and Exchange Commission to settle civil charges after the reality TV star to the crypto asset Ethereum Max, which was
Hmm.
very huge when the crypto market was in a bull run.
Yeah.
And basically a bunch of celebrities. It wasn't only Kim Kardashian
Right. Yep. That's what I'm about to say.
who tutored this, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot more celebrities who settle. But it's the fact that if someone can go online and really all this is it's a pump and dump.
Yep.
These celebrities got offered a certain amount of crypto um, to begin with at probably wholesale or whatever market, and then they be like, "Oh yeah, just talk about this," and a bunch of celebrities did it, and it boomed the price up. They promised that, "Hey, this crypto is gonna make you financially safe," and what they do is like it goes the price just skyrockets, and
Hmm.
they get out. All the celebrities, everybody like that, it's like you know how much money they probably made.
Man,
It's ridiculous. So 1.26 million ain't nothing to how much
that's
she
nothing.
made. Like
It was
guarantee
already
that.
nothing to her anyway, though.
Yeah, and how much money she made from that boom? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. She probably made like 30 to 40 to 50 times that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she paid 1 million, she probably got 50 million.
Yeah.
And
And she
it's
was paid 250 to post it, to tout it.
like this shit is kind of crazy. It said Miss Kardashian is pleased to have resolved this matter with the SEC. Like you know how disgusting you got to be to ruin other people's lives and the poor unfortunate people that you're telling to invest in these things. Like people are living literally waging up their homes, the cars. They're putting their whole life savings into these crypto markets. And for you to
Wait, that's
tell them to invest into something like that, that saying that their money is going to multiply 5, 10 times, and they just listen to these celebrities, it's like you're literally destroying these people's lives.
wait, that's
That's why
really how
this,
you feel though.
yeah. Like, why are
Why?
you hype? Like, I hate it so much. All these BS like crypto market. It's not Ethereum Max isn't the only one. There's a bunch.
Of course.
All this Dogecoin and things like that, Elon coin, whatever, all that. Like it doesn't actually have any purpose. Like there's no future for it. There's no like real technology, no help to the banking system. You're not trying to um actually be the purpose of what crypto's meant for, and that's to be like an asset that you can have that creates more value than the standard banking system, a decentralized banking system. Like it's supposed to be a freedom from only going to one place. It's supposed to
Hmm.
be a whole network of places being an uncentralized network.
Right.
So yeah,
No, absolutely.
I hate like I feel like it diminishes the crypto market and makes it almost seem like a scam because people correlate the crypto market to, oh, this is just some Ponzi scheme. Like that's what a lot of people try to equate it to, and it's just like no. If you go to the right coins and the right programs who are actually building something, they actually like business model. They have goals set in place that they have. Like these are whole companies, technology companies.
Yeah.
Like some of these people, they're not just like somebody in their house saying, "I'm gonna make Rod coin, or I'm gonna make a Yachty coin, I'm gonna make a," like it's not some bullshit like that. I'll make a Soldier coin.
Yeah.
Like
No, it is.
it's an
It's
actual
definitely some
company,
serious projects. Yeah.
yeah, that actually are trying to change it and trying to help, um, pretty much bridge the gap between the wealth gap, essentially.
I think
And
that
that's projects I invest in.
I ain't gonna lie. I disagree with you with the pump and dump shit. Like, yeah, you could say like, oh, it's fucked up that they did that, but at the same time, like, we done seen this shit happen so many times, bro. Like, if you're still getting, I never got caught up in a pump and dump because I'm not.
Digital currency though is very new.
It is, yeah,
They
it
just
is.
hear a lot of people. If you hear a bunch of people talking about, oh, I just bought a car, I bought a house off of crypto and shit like that during the bull run, you're gonna be like, all
Right.
right,
It
what
sound
do I
good.
need to invest in?
Right,
And
right.
like they're gonna find someone to listen to. And celebrities are there impressionable because they're celebrities, and they're telling all these people. Um, Normally it's like older white people who got like funds and stuff like they can play around with. Like you're telling them to invest in something, they ain't never heard of it. They don't really know anything about it. They're
Hmm.
literally probably asking their grandkids or whoever who knows about it to try to set them up with like a wallet. So yeah, like it's like this is something new. Like it's still new. Crystal hadn't even blown up yet.
It didn't. But didn't nobody tell them to buy that shit though? Nobody told them to buy Ethereum Max. Like I
Someone
want to
did
see the
tell them.
post,
All the celebrities did.
but I want to see the post exactly. Was they like buy this now because it will make you rich? Is that what they said, or they was like, oh, this is
Kim
good, this is
Kardashian
dope?
settled for a reason. She knew she would end up losing more if she was to
Hmm.
take it to trial.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's real. That's real. I don't know. I just think that, I mean, we've talked about it on the podcast again, like celebrity worship. Like, I just think that first of all, you can't take things to account, or you can't just take shit at face value. You know what I mean? And I think that if people still falling for pump and dump schemes, when we've seen the pump and dump scheme hundreds, if
I think
not
you're talking
thousands of
about the
times.
younger generation. You're not talking about the older people
So you feel like the people that are the most disadvantaged at pump and dumps are the older
who
generation.
don't know technology like that.
Well, then they should
Like
stay
my
their
like
ass
my
out the kitchen.
father, like my father and stuff. Like he invests in stuff like crypto and things of that nature.
Yeah.
He
Ain't
didn't
ain't
really know
ain't
nothing about it. He just listened to me. I told him
yeah.
to invest in this. He did. He saw it go up. I was like, you probably want to go ahead and take it out. He ain't
Yeah.
really. He was like, he took out a little bit and he
I
kept the
know.
rest in there. And he's like, yeah, he be talking about, yeah, it went down. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I know. Like it's gonna go back up, but it's gonna be a while. Like you gotta think about it in long terms stance. But
Yeah. I
and
mean,
that's my point is that like he wasn't all into like the technology of it. Like he's not into the apps and like into he
mhm.
doesn't use Cash App like he think it's unsafe or Zelle, like all those money transfer apps, like he don't do none of
Yeah.
that. So that's kind of how like I see like that older generation, like 50 and older, or sometimes even 40 and older. The people who got extra money, they don't really know the technology like that. They're not like used to it. Not all of them. And those are a lot of people, times the people who get scammed.
I mean, I feel that. I feel that. Uh, I still don't feel. I ain't gonna say I don't feel sorry, but it's just also that like you gotta be. You can't be so quick to just try to. A lot of I think what it is a lot of people, like you said, just want to get a bag like right now, and so they're like, okay, I'll try anything. Hopefully this should work out. I gamble this shit. I really feel like that's what it is. Because otherwise, why would you trust anything that Kim Kardashian or any of these other influencers, celebrities got to say about anything?
Why
You know
do
what I mean?
the kids follow whatever celebrities do?
Exactly. I don't know. It's because they are
See,
put
that's
up
the
on this
same
pedestal.
thing. Like celebrities just they have so much control over just the general public and our daily trends, what we aspire to be, what our aspirations for our bodies,
What we look like, dress like,
talk
sound
like.
like, talk like. Yo.
Like the media, it's social media, it's the internet,
Yeah.
and that's
So I
what
get.
it is. So it's just you can't be biased to one aspect of something and then like be so harsh when it comes to the crypto and be like, oh, I'm not sorry for you. It's
I'm
like
not. I'm not
then
because
you're
I ain't
not
never went
sorry for
on.
anything. Like it's like you gotta say all the kids who get taken advantage of. Hey, the game is the game. Like you got to get your kids off of that. Like your parents should know not to have your kids on there. Like it's just being unlike you're being like you're showing no empathy in a sense, like
No,
to anything. Like when you say that,
I empathize with them, but at the same time, like, how could you be so stupid to do that shit? We done seen it. We've
like so
seen
you're telling a
examples of
kid,
it.
how can you be so stupid?
No, I'm
But
not.
they're a kid.
Exactly. But we're not talking about kids. Kids can't even invest in crypto though.
They do though.
Crypt-
But
do
like
they?
when you're thinking about like to crypto market, like these older people are like a kid to technology. They don't know it like the younger generation.
What's kids though? 18 and under?
I see what you're trying to do, but nah, like
What you mean?
I'm talking about in terms of understanding. I'm not talking about in terms of age.
Okay, okay.
Like I'm way more knowledgeable in technology than my father and my mother and like
Yeah, for
my
sure.
parents. So when it like they're a kid too, like in a sense they ask me like how to do stuff.
Right, right, yeah.
That's what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. I see what you're saying, but I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know why I just feel differently about this pump and dump shit. I just feel like because I've seen it so many times, I never fell for it, so I'm just kind of like on my high horse up here, like, okay, you stupid if you ever fell for that shit. You stupid for listening to Kim Kardashian about buying, investing in anything. You know what I mean? Because we done seen it so many times. That's kind of where I'm coming from.
Yeah. There be
But
a lot of people doing that today with them NFTs. A lot of
yeah,
them shits is gonna burst
yeah, yeah,
because if y'all think every single NFT and you could just make one just like that, like everyone can make an NFT, that everyone's just gonna get rich. Like that's not
nope,
how it works.
mm-mm.
Like someone has to want to buy that shit. Like no
It
matter what
could.
price you put on there, like it doesn't matter unless you sell it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Like I
true.
can make a bunch of NFTs today, but if nobody want to buy them bitches, it ain't gonna make me a damn thing.
Nothing.
The only thing it costs me to mint it.
Yeah.
Like
So you hustling backwards.
that's why people be trying to make these communities and these discords and behind like the NFT collections, because they're really trying to pump it up, sell their shit, and be out of there.
And get the fuck on. Like, all right, let me get my bag right
They're trying
quick.
to prove to like a bunch of people that this is gonna go up. They gotta like to me that's the Ponzi scheme of it. Like when you gotta prove to
Hmm.
someone so you get all your cash and then get out.
Yeah,
Like NFTs are Ponzi schemes to me. Like I don't. That's how I feel.
let's keep it 100.
Like they're not. I don't. You invest. You all investing in a picture of a monkey. Come on now. Like I just like what are we doing? Like I know I like I just can't put myself to buy something like that.
I mean, but I feel like there may be some. I don't know. When it comes to a digital image and it come to like things of that nature, I don't see the real use of it. And we talked about this on the show before, but I don't really see the real use of it. Um, and yeah,
Yeah,
for that reason, I just feel like it's a scheme. It's a
yeah.
scam.
It's like someone can't be like try to try to hype me up because like someone who really investing in them NFTs and shit like that and really pushing it. They're
Hmm.
they're really scam artists.
For real.
Like I like it literally like to try to sell something to somebody that has no value to them is crazy.
But think about it like this: there's a lot of products that didn't have value before, but like it has value now. Like you know, gold, diamonds, gas and oil. Like those things have value because we put value to it.
The
So
Mona Lisa.
the Mona Lisa art, you know what I mean? Albums, old. If you go buy like an old classic vinyl, you know what I mean? That has value. So it's like we put value to things. So I think what they trying to do is like, okay, well, I want to put a value to this, but I'm gonna put it to the value I feel like it should be. When it's like really, it has to have some type of use. It's just a JPEG. It's a fucking GIF. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's something that I feel like I'm not gonna participate in just because I feel like I see through the jig. But have at it. If y'all want to go ahead and do that, buy you a bored ape. Hey, have at it. It's all for you. It's all for y'all.
Yeah.
Um,
So talking about the future
mhm,
and where I think the crypto market is heading to, there's something else that's happening in the future, and
mhm,
this trend I've been noticing. The pizza market seems like it's turning robotic,
mm,
and Jay Z. I read this article from Fortune.com. Jay Z leads 16.5 million funding into robo pizza truck business that is basically a spaceship on wheels.
hmm,
So it's these three SpaceX engineers. Basically, they work for Elon Musk, and they decide to quit and create this robotic pizza food truck on wheels. It can basically serve over 400 pizzas before you have to replace all the stuff that goes inside. Um, yeah, I mean, this is seems like it's still in there. It's still in our jobs. Like, what we gonna do? And
Wait,
I
so
want to get some of the comments on it.
so you mean to tell me the machine's supposed to take the order, create the pizza, and deliver it to you, or is it you have to
It's a
go
food
to the
truck.
machine? Oh, it's like a food truck.
Yeah, it's a SpaceX three-pass engineer that created this food truck robotic that makes pizza pies, and it can make 420 pies for you. Have to have someone come in there and probably put some more dough in there so it can keep going and sauce, replace the ingredients and all that.
Who is this for though?
You don't
I
like
don't know who
pizza?
this is for.
It's
I
for
like
me.
good pizza. I
Like
like good
I
pizza
like
though.
pizza.
But once you done had like really good pizza, like you don't want no bullshit. Like you don't want no hot and ready. Like this is a hot and ready.
Not to me. If it's good,
I
a
mean, it could
pizza's a
be good.
pizza.
No, it ain't. No, all
Yeah,
pizza
it
is not
is.
created equal. On God, it's
Nah,
not. Like that real
pizza is
Italian shit.
dough, sauce, cheese, and fresh ingredients.
No, but the quality of dough, the quality of sauce, the quality of ingredients makes a
Yeah,
difference.
go
Like
ahead
the
and put that
real,
shit in the chamber. A robot can make that. What's the difference?
nah. Once you done had this, I mean, it depends. Like if it's really like some cheap, like if I can get this shit for $5, I might pull up because it is one in Southfield. I don't know if it's like ready right now, but it is one in
Yeah,
Southfield
it
I can
is.
go pull up on.
ATM.
Set up shop in Southfield, serving up hot pizza 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, so this all day. I can go when I'm drunk tonight at 3 a.m. I can pull up to this.
Yep. Go
Damn.
get your little personal pizza from. It looks like an ATM machine.
Nah, this shit look
Click your pizza. It's gonna pop it out in like 5 minutes.
nigga. This shit do not look like it at all. Like this shit don't look good to me. It just looked like some Chuck E. Cheese pizza, to be honest. Like a
Yeah,
real hot and ready
that
vibe.
ATM one, they do. But that robotic one, in the food truck,
Oh, so it's two
that shit
different things.
look like a hit. Yeah, these two different things. That's what I'm saying. Like they're taking our jobs.
Okay,
Like I'm just
okay.
seeing, I'm noticing this change. It's starting to become
Man,
more robotic.
don't go there. Don't go there with it. They're taking all our jobs. Like, come on.
That's what's happening here.
You weren't gonna
Like
you weren't finna work at no pizza restaurant.
Amazon,
You weren't gonna
um,
work at Amazon either.
in the grocery stores,
You weren't gonna work there.
McDonald's. Like I don't even go up to the people no more. I just go to the to the machine. I type what I want in.
Yeah,
Like, cause I don't want to talk to people like, oh, that's what you wanted. Oh, my
yeah,
bad. Let me erase that. Like, nah,
right,
I got it.
right.
Relax. Like, I got
Yeah,
this. Like,
nah,
I put exactly what I want on there. Like, let me type it in.
I definitely feel
Since you
that.
always making mistakes.
Right,
Like, I
fucking
got
my
this.
order up.
Exactly.
Nah, that's some real shit. I mean, do you really think it's a real issue that like, oh, these robots is really gonna take our jobs in the
They
next
are
50
taking
years?
our jobs.
But I'm saying, is it gonna be a real widespread issue for real? For real? And
Yeah,
like,
it is.
what you
All the people in
mean?
them low fields and like, man, your job is gone. Like in this day of age where the Democrats and Republicans and governments, when this conversation keeps coming around increasing wage of minimum wage workers, like you got to make some decisions as a business. This robot ain't gonna complain and it's gonna keep making pizzas.
That is
They ain't,
true.
and it'll never go on break.
Nope, never.
Only time I need a person to come is to check on the quality at the end and to
Yep,
feed the material inside.
yep. Update the
And
software, all type of shit.
it's gonna move a lot faster. Like
Yep.
I don't have to worry about a lot. I don't even need the overhead of all them people.
I
Like
mean,
if I have a robot making this, like what do I need you for?
that's some real shit. I mean, and the robot boyfriend didn't just break up with him last night, so they got an attitude,
Yeah,
and now they checking your shit out in a sassy manner. Like, yeah, that's real.
yeah. You got COVID.
Yep.
You got the fucking measles. What's that new
Hmm.
disease?
Monkeypox and shit.
You got the monkeypox. You looking like you got monkeypox.
Yeah, checking my shit out, touching my shit without gloves and shit. Like, yeah, I mean,
Scratching your ass and then putting pepperoni in my pizza. Fuck out of here.
I mean, listen, man. The one thing that I do wonder is like, what is the quality of the ingredients, though? To be honest, like, I just need to know, like, What if What if they set it up and then like nobody goes to it? Like I guess somebody would go and maintain the ingredients and make sure everything
The
is fresh every
allure of
day.
a robot making pizza for me makes me want to go. I
I
don't.
mean,
Obviously,
kinda.
it sounds like to you that you don't like the idea of looking at a robot make you pizza, but I want to see that.
It's not that. It's the quality of the pizza. It's the
I
quality.
That's the thing. Like a robot making my pizza is gonna make me go, and
Uh,
like I'm gonna taste it first, and if that pizza's good, I'm gonna let that robot make me another pizza.
Low key. I mean, let's talk about it though, because I don't even think like what is
It don't matter
like.
if a person make my pizza to me. It just matters if it tastes good.
I mean, you really can't fuck pizza up. I guess.
It's very hard. I mean, like you put the ingredients that you want in there. You got the freshest ingredients. You can still market it as the freshest ingredients.
Hmm.
If as long as the quality and what's there, and maybe you have a person at the end that just kind of put the little garlic sauce around the crust or something, and then put it in the box, or I don't know, maybe do all of it. Just put a little
They
of the
do
sauce.
everything. It seems like it's gonna
Like
do all
yeah,
that shit.
eventually
How the fuck did that shit do it in 3 minutes though? That's the crazy thing to me.
they can heat that shit up real quick.
How hot is that machine, bro? Like, what the fuck? How the fuck? I ain't never seen no pizza cook in 3 minutes. Like, well, I guess if you go to like Blaze Pizza or Mod Pizza, I guess it's pretty quick. Like, they might do it in
They put
five
in the
minutes.
brick oven real quick.
You put it in the brick oven, so
See,
it's
I'd
probably
rather
like
have a robot than them making my pizza.
I don't know. Them pizzas be good as hell though.
Nah,
I ain't
not
gonna
all
lie
the
to you.
time. They be fucking it up.
I'm telling you, you got to tell them to cook that shit hard though.
Blaze be fucking it up.
What you mean? Like, it just
Like
be
some of the people behind the counter, they don't know what they doing.
yeah, it depends on which one you go to, but
Yeah.
I do think that this is some interesting shit. Like, yeah, I guess robots might be taking people's jobs, but I guess the
They
solution
taking
is
our
like to create.
jobs.
But the solution is to create new jobs, though,
Yeah.
create new
Oh well.
opportunities. Build that wall. Go get the motherfuckers to go build the wall and shit. If y'all really want to build a wall,
All
like
right.
go get people to for some green energy shit. To switch over from gas to electric for some shit. Like there's plenty of job opportunities.
That's the thing. It's like people just gotta adjust to the new norm. And hey,
Hmm.
things are moving faster. Things are progressing, and robots are a part of that.
Hmm. That's real.
It's
That's
nothing
real.
you can do about it. To be honest, it's like they are more efficient.
100%.
And like when you get to AI, when AI start to thinking about how people and humans ain't efficient,
Mm.
that iRobot, we can transform. We the next generation of humans. When AI get to that point, and they be like, "Oh man,
Man,
we got to get rid of humans." What you gonna do
that's
then?
man. I mean, excuse me. I understand where you're coming from, but I still don't think that that's gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be
You
in our
don't believe the
lifetime.
AI is gonna take over?
I think it's possible, but I don't think it's gonna be in our lifetime. I hope not. But the way shit progressing has been progressing for the last 20, 30 years, it might be. It might just be. And I'm ready
Who you
for this
think
shit
gonna
though.
win? You or a robot?
The robot. The
What you
robot
gonna
can
do?
outsmart any human, for real.
You gonna apologize to a robot?
No. For what?
If a
I ain't do
robot
shit to the
said
robot.
say sorry, like an AI intelligence, you gonna
No.
say
Ain't no
sorry?
way. Ain't no way. How the fuck I'm gonna say sorry to a robot? I
No,
ain't
I
do
think
shit
it's
to the
gonna be.
robot.
It's crazy when technology gets to a certain point, though. If what imagine if a robot got the intelligence for comedy,
Mm.
like
I feel like I've seen
like
some shit like
everything,
some AI comedy before.
like I imagine if they start making humans pets,
Mm.
then what you gonna do?
Hold on, let me see. I think it is. Yeah, it's a Yeah, it's something on Netflix. It's a first stand-up comedy special written entirely by bots. So it's already out
Damn,
here.
man, that's crazy.
That shit was not funny though. I remember watching this shit because they don't understand like nuance and all that other shit. Like it's some things that robots are really strong at, but they can't really understand like real like working the crowd. Like if they want to do crowd work, the robot can't do crowd work because they can't.
I
You
feel
know
like
what
as
I
long as they
mean?
can
Like
make the robot laugh, I don't think that really matters what the human think.
it do.
Like, like the robots could be laughing out loud because the
How the robot
because
laugh?
they'll just
What?
like They just know like that joke is hilarious to them. Ha ha ha
Right.
ha. 2-0-1,
Right.
1-0. Ha ha.
Right.
Like, and they really just have humans just like dressing them up as dogs. If you was an AI pet, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, if you was an AI pet. If an AI civilization took over humans and humans became the pets to AI and robots, what would you do?
Shit, I can get my food bowl, get my water bowl, and I'm gonna be a pet. Like what else? What else can we do? Like maybe we could try to fight back and unplug the computer, but then what? Like dismantle the system, break the code, but then what? Like I don't know. I feel like I got to get to that point to see it to know what to do because we don't know. It's like that zombie apocalypse shit. Like what the fuck would we do if zombie just came through?
Nah, that's
Like
what I think. Like people gotta really think about. Like that's how fast technology is moving.
it is.
Like if technology, and that's what all these movies be about. It'd be like the
Mm-hmm.
possibility of something like that happening, and then if that shit really do happen, what are you going to do? Because I feel like it's so like when you think about it, it's not really something you would be like, oh, that never happened. You don't really feel like
Yeah.
that's ever gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
But sometimes stuff do happen and be like, if a dog like like human race treated like animal, I just I couldn't equate.
Yeah,
Like
it's out of our scope right now. Like we can't even
yeah,
imagine that shit
you would
because we treat
imagine
others like animals.
exactly like every other species like on the planet, we just treat terrible.
Hmm. Except for
Like
dogs and cats and birds sometimes.
some of them,
Some birds, because chickens we be fucking chickens and turkeys up.
right?
Oh God, but I don't know. It's just something that I just is outside of our scope. But when it comes, it's gonna shock the world. It's gonna shock the world, to be honest. But you know what's crazy though is the nuke might come before that though, because Biden been talking about the nuclear threat is the highest and it's been since the '60s. So it's either gonna be the nuke, it's gonna be AI taking over. We don't know
Yeah, I mean the
what's
U.S.
gonna
just
end us.
invested over 250 million in like radiation medicine because of comments from the
Hmm.
Russian side,
Yeah.
radioactive treatment. So yeah, it's a scary thing when a few people can make decisions for so many.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know why any person would feel like it's okay to let go of a nuke. I don't even know why they were made in the first place
It's a
or
good
who gave
question.
the
I don't know.
okay for that.
Yeah.
I really don't even know what's the purpose of war when I, it's just a lot of questions that I'm just like because one person wants to take over land is that what it is or have
Yeah.
control
It's
or
power. Power is one of the most powerful drugs, to be honest. You
see
know what
that's
I
the
mean?
thing that just like that's real crazy to me that I don't understand the idea of why do people put so much like value into land and like I have to control it and I have to do you really want to tell somebody what to do that much? Like, is that
Mm.
really that important to you? Like, do you have to be the all man? Do you have to have so much money? It's like I have to control this, so I get all that money. It's like, is that why is that so much value for you? Like I said
I
this
don't
in the
know.
last episode, like I just don't understand. Like in terms of being a human, being on Earth, you only need to eat, like enjoy yourself, have personal connections, and that's like literally the gist of being a human.
Some people don't look at it like that, obviously. Like some people they want fame, some people they want power, some people they want to control. You know what I mean? It's just some people personalities and they
It's like
whatever they got going on in their head.
exactly. It's like it's a mental problem, really. That this idea that you want to just control everything. Like,
Yeah, and dropping nukes and shit like that, that's really like the most ultimate control. You really try to play God if you're
yeah,
trying to drop a nuke. Like you really just go like, okay, well we just gonna
I think the
boom, we gonna get
draft
them
is
out of there.
playing God
Like
trying to
the
force people to go to war for something that they don't even want to do. Like, I'll be
um
damned if someone try to tell me I gotta go and draft and be in a, like, what are you talking about? If
yeah,
I
that's
don't want to do this shit, like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, who was
yeah,
one? Like, I don't give a fuck what Biden said. I'm telling you, I'm
yeah.
not going. Like I don't like. It just, and then they try to make you feel bad, like this, like premise behind it. Be like, oh, you're not an American. You don't have any spirit for your country. It's like, you're sheep.
I, but I do no. The
Like,
thing is, I do have patriotism for my country, which is why I feel like war is stupid. Like all this shit is stupid. Why we fight? What we fighting for? Some oil?
bro, I'm fighting for this old white man who never gave a fuck about me anyway. To tell me to go over there and like fight for something that like it's not gonna help me or me personally. Like all these veterans who end up poor and asking for help on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Like what am I risking my life for? Like you're just,
For some oil.
they're just like that. The army is that way. They're literally just taking advantage of people. Like they're taking
Yeah.
advantage of some of the slowest people in our community and like the human
Don't
race.
take it there.
Like that's literally what the army is to me. They're taking advantage of the
Oh
slowest
man.
people in the human race and militarizing them in a sense, giving them this fake sense of like pride and telling them this is what's gonna be. And I'm
You got some hot takes today. God
like
damn.
I don't know. It's just like it's very crazy to me. It couldn't be me. Like I don't understand the idea of someone telling me to do something if I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly don't believe in it myself. And then if
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, you can be like, oh, you're gonna throw me in jail. Like, where is my
Nah.
amendments then?
I knew from a young age I wasn't on that shit. Like the
I knew
military
too.
shit. I was like, no siree.
I
Not
was
me.
like,
Cause I think from a young age I realized that why we fighting. Like we learn in these history classes all this shit, like all this war 1812, revolutionary, all these different wars. And it's like, what's the point? Civil War, like why are we fighting? Why can't we come to it? Why it gotta come to blows? You know what I
exactly.
mean?
It's
Like
like,
why
why
can't we
can't we
come to
just
an
be
agreement?
work together and just have different areas and communities? Like, why you got to put a name on it? Why this area got to be named Alexander the Great? Or
Right.
like I just don't understand it. Like, why do I have to have a Queen Elizabeth? Like,
Man.
like why can't it just be about just uplifting everyone? Like, I just don't understand. I mean, and if I was to say this, and I am saying this, I look like the person who's very, you just don't have a real view of the world, or you're just an ideologist. Like it's so many words on someone who really cares about
Right.
the future of like humanity and what it should be, or you're a fucking hippie, you're a tree hugger. It's like, no, these,
Socialist, all that.
yeah, you're an environmentalist. Like,
Right.
it's
But
so
these
many
things matter though.
words that like the capitalized like group create to try to weaponize like everybody who wants to like push the world forward. Like they'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what, like if you don't want a dollar out of something, if you don't want to scam someone, they try to make you look bad. And there's so many words that the American language created for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't know, just think about the net positive, net negative of like going to war. Like you lose lives, you lose artillery, you lose so many things. Like what do we really get from it? What do we really get from, going to battle and going across the seas or even fighting in the country civil wars? Like
Hmm.
like what's the game? What is there to gain?
I
So
don't gain a
I don't
damn
know.
thing,
Nothing.
and
Because
I
really,
don't
like you
like
said,
Biden
wait, so Biden said he gonna draft niggas? Like what? I don't know why
no,
you
I
keep
just
bringing his
like
name up.
because he America's president. That's what I'm saying.
But Biden not gonna draft niggas. Like for what? There's no way he finna draft niggas. For like
Man,
we're
if
not even
Russia's
fighting.
sending nukes, people
If
getting
Russia's
drafted.
sending nukes, then it's over. It's over with. What you mean? Ain't nobody to draft. like it's over with. Like, we ain't even gotta worry about that shit. I just hope
Uh,
that shit don't happen. But like I said, it's either gonna be the nukes or it's gonna be the AI or it's gonna be, I don't know, one of them two is going, or global warming. That shit can get us out of here too. But a lot of people don't believe in that, so I'm gonna get off of that. But
Yeah.
I
So
think
I
that
mean, I want to make sure that everybody engaged. Tell us your opinions on some of the things that we talked about. Um, at the end of the day, we all have a brain. We gotta start using that shit. Stop just listening to what a celebrity tell you. Like if someone's constantly telling you about some fabric and they think that's gonna be something that changes life and move humanity forward, they're insane. Like don't tell me how like you making a good shoe is gonna help us like as humans. Like it just don't I don't understand it. Like it's I'm very confused by it. And anybody who read a book will know that it doesn't make sense.
that's exactly where I was gonna go. Read a book,
So
people. Please read something
look at a
today.
documentary or something. Like talk
That
to
too,
people affected.
with the captions on,
So there's a lot of things you can do to learn. But
and please do them.
this is the Friends Podcast. Make sure you check us everywhere. We're streaming on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Also check out our socials at the Friends Pod. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our love and hate segment. And this is what we do here. You gotta love every aspect of the song. So you gotta like the flow, you gotta like the beat, you gotta like the artist, the whole record there. And if you don't like any aspect of that, then it's hate. So the first song I got here is T Grizzly, Tez, and Tone One.
Yeah, I think I've heard like the other ones that he did. Like he did one about like a teacher. He did the one. Remember we was talking about the one where he tried to kill that girl or whatever. So he's on his like storytelling vibe. And I'm just now noticing because this is like the fourth one that he dropped recently. What is it's a snooze fest?
Oh my God, T Grizzly,
What?
boringest rapper alive.
Really? Why you say that?
Go ahead.
Why you say that though?
Nah, go ahead.
No, you gotta say why he boring now.
I just,
You done made the noise.
I just don't like his music like that. Never was one good track beside the shit he got when he came out of jail. That's the only song I really like.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I never really listened to his music like that either, but I do like the storytelling vibes that he been doing. I mean, you ain't heard it, so you can't really say, "Oh, I don't like it." It's dope. It's dope how you tell stories for sure.
All right, yeah, I
Um,
guess you didn't get to the love and the hate part, so
I mean, this one it was cool. I liked it a lot.
yeah, it's
I
cool.
think that it's vivid. Like yeah, the video, like he makes a music video for it, but like so yeah, the video shows the visual, but even just listening to the song, you can see like what he's talking about, like in his lyrics. So the story was about like two dudes. One was broke, one was rich, and then he tried to take him off because he wanted the money, and then the nigga lived. And I don't know. It was a bunch of shit. So go check that out. Why you going? Don't keep yawning during my shit, nigga. All right, I'm gonna yawn during your shit. All right. I'm gonna say love though. I'm gonna say love. I think T Grizzly got something going on here, like with the storytelling. I think it's a new little different vibe for him. And I think it could definitely take him to new levels. So yeah, let me go ahead and get into your first one. Thug Nigga Story by NBA Youngboy featuring E40. Love or hate?
I feel like I'm not as big as a fan of Young Boy as you are. Um, some of the things you told me about was how Young Boy always has some really good songs on his projects and stuff like that. I mean, I know Young Boy from his numbers. He obviously makes a lot of numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and I really want to know like who is Young Boy fan base? Is it really just like all young niggas?
I don't
Because
know.
I don't know who's. I don't really hear his music bumping a lot, but like when you look at the numbers, like people are definitely bumping it. So I'm like, it ain't my circle, it ain't my age range. I don't think that's really playing his music. So it has to be the younger age group.
I think so. Probably like Southern country niggas, Southern niggas. I feel like that's where it is. I don't know. Man. He might have the white kids right now too, but I don't know.
But this song that just came out on this project came out recently. 3800 Degrees. It's a play on Hot Boys, 500 Degrees, Stunner. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Wayne. That was Wayne album.
yeah, like it's a really good album. I'm really loving this track. Thought Nigga Story by NBA Youngboy and E40. In this particular track, I wasn't expecting E40 on, but I was very surprised when I heard it. Like, I wouldn't expect E40 and Young Boy to make a excellent track like this. Like, I really love this track,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even normally listen to E40 too much. I know he's more of a Bay Area resident, which I love the Bay. He makes great music and stuff like that, but I was really shocked by this one here in his verse. Like he's teaching, like he's acting like an OG should, and his verse is really portraying that picture. So make sure you go check that shit out. It's streaming everywhere. Thought Nigga Store, NBA YoungBoy, and E40.
Yes, sir.
So the next track I got here is K Flock Geeked Up featuring Gucci Man.
I mean, so if
Geeked Up.
no, I wish it sampled that, but it didn't. This shit was ass to me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to hear Gucci Man on no drill beat no more. On no New York drill beat. K Flock, he one of the like bigger New York drill artists. He's definitely he's locked up right now, so he can't get like too much shine. But niggas still talk about him a lot. But this shit was ass. I'm gonna say hate because I just don't want to hear Gucci Man on no drill beat. I just didn't think he fit well. But yeah, I don't even got too much to say about that shit. That shit was just
Yeah,
not. It was not it to me. But all right, let me move on to the next one.
I definitely didn't hear that shit, so don't ask me.
Yeah, no, I think it just came out too. So, but you probably weren't gonna check it out anyway because you like, who the fuck is this
Nah.
nigga? Yeah. But all right, let's get into the next one. Let's talk about Jesse Reyes and Black Forever, Love or Hate.
Okay, so I chose this song because it was off her latest album, Yessie.
Mm-hmm.
R&B soul singer. She's very dope. I really like this project. Um, she leans into the toxic persona like Future to me, but for a woman. Maybe I should say woman, but for a lady. Um, yeah, I'm really loving this project. I like her vocals and things of that nature. I wish she would change it up a little bit sometimes. It's not like a complete love of this project. I probably like about half of it to be real. But this particular song here by Jesse Reyes and Black, I didn't like. Um,
When you say switch it up, what you mean? Like with her cadences, with her voice, like what you mean?
I feel like she has a particular style where she just like da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's she's going for something that I mean it's not bad. I'm not that I hate it. But I just feel like she played with her voice a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and go try a different range.
Mm-hmm.
It's smooth though. I mean, it's not like I don't hate the track. I don't want to put it out there like that. I do think the track is cool, but I since it's love and hate, I have to like the entirety of it, and I don't like the entirety of it.
Okay. Okay.
Black on this in particular, I thought it was cool, but I always think Black is like very lackluster in his verses. Like he always seemed nonchalant in his songs, and I don't want to hear a nonchalant singer. I
Yeah,
like I I want to hear emotion when I hear singing. I don't want a nonchalant singer. It's just never been good to me.
he is
So
very low energy. It seemed like, but I
yeah,
feel
it's
like
like
that's a swag though.
maybe that's a swag or just like he don't have the talent to really go to different ranges, so he plays on that.
Mm,
And I think that's more what it is. He just can't get that range as an R&B singer. He just stayed
that might
with
be what it is.
one tone. Um, I'm gonna say hate. Like, I don't fuck with the track. Like, I'm already talking about each person breaking it down. Like when I think about it, like, it is what it
Mm,
is.
yeah, yeah.
So
Well, I guess we'll be checking that one out. I never really listen to Jesse Reyes like that, to be honest. But
she has some good
um,
dope songs. Oh yeah, I fuck with some of her songs.
okay, yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I've been looking for some new R&B anyway, so might have to load that up into the Spotify.
It's here and there. It's just not whole projects for me. Not yet.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead with the next one.
Oh, it's me. I thought it
Mm-hmm.
just okay. All right, we got to cut this up. All right, so the next one is Larry June. Don't check me.
Yeah, man. Shout out Larry June. Definitely one of the dudes from Cali. I think he's from the Bay, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's from Frisco. This one I just chose this one because it was just one of the songs on the project that I liked. But let me get the name of the project because I really forgot. Larry June. Let's go. Spaceships on the Blade. Yeah, shout out to Larry June. Though. This song "Don't Check Me" was a good beat. It had a good beat from DJ Fresh, and he was just. I mean, with just like what you were saying with Jesse Reyes, like where she's probably switch it up. Like Larry June, he kind of had this style. He got this pocket that he stay in, and that's what he does. And so I can't. It's not really too much to say about this. I would just say check out the project. Definitely love this record. Some of the records don't hit sometimes, but like when he tried to do his little singing shit, I'm like, I don't know. But I definitely fuck with this one when he in his Larry June bag. So I'll definitely say love on this one. But with that said, I'll go ahead and bring up your last one. Bigger Jeans by Rich Homie Quan and No Cap. Love or hate.
Rich homie Quan. Rich homie Quan. Boy, this
Hmm.
he coming with a comeback right here.
Yeah, he been going crazy lately.
Family and Moolah, this project. It's only
Hmm.
8 tracks. Came out recently. It's dope. I fuck with it. Him and No Cat was going hard on this shit. They filling the
Okay.
gap with YSL going in shambles right now.
Hmm.
Rich Homie Quan really filling that gap and producing some good music. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Um, yeah, I'm interested to hear some more music from him. I'm fucking with this project.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he definitely back, man. He was. It's a lot of street shit that went on that happened that was the reason why he was gone. But he definitely back. Now that Thug locked up and Lucci locked up, so it's like it's good to see it though. It's good to see it.
What you know about it?
Nothing. It
Mm.
ain't none of my business. But I know, but it ain't none of my business. If that makes sense. But yeah, man, I'm just glad to see him. Glad to see him out here still thriving. It was really actually recently. It was the 8 year anniversary of their mixtape, the tour, Rich Gang, the tour. So I definitely had to play that shit through. So man, classic shit. But let's go ahead and get into highlights for this week, man. What you got for us?
Man. My boy Draymond Green. Man. Like Michigan State alum, just like myself. That boy
Mm-hmm.
is hard. Man, and I'm hard, bro. Like we both moving forward and
Pause. No.
we
Okay.
we both moving forward. We both repping our colleges in the right way. And I saw that video, what he did to that U of M alum. Go green. Go white.
What? Jordan Poole went to UFM? I didn't know that.
Man. All that anger, that frustration. He knocked that Wolverine out.
Mm.
Like everybody on the internet be like, oh, he sucker punched him. But if you get pushed, why aren't you expecting to fight back? Like Shannon Sharp said.
That's real.
Anybody walking up, like Draymond put his shoulder on him, like you already know, like you from Detroit, like even you in Michigan, like I don't know why he didn't know what's up. Like if someone put their shoulder and their body on you like that, and then you proceed to push, like
Mm-hmm.
why aren't you firing off immediately? Like you gotta realize, like, hey yo, like that's a fighting like motion right there.
It is. It is. It definitely
And like what he did there, he Falcon punch took Jordan
is.
Poole out. You got knocked the fuck out.
Nah, he
Like
really did.
Jordan Poole, like man, it couldn't be me. Like I would have told the upper management, it's either me or him. You got to make a choice. Like after that kind of punch, and the fact that it got out to every single person, every G Mac from Detroit even made a video about it. Like
Already? Damn.
he was like, man, why you do that to that nigga Poole? Like, Draymond is man, that he cold
I'm
blooded, man. He cold blooded like me, and that's why I fuck with these Spartans. We don't fuck with any type of disrespect. We very light on it. You sprinkle a little, we take it up a notch. That's what the Spartans all about.
That's real. That's real. I don't want to step on your highlight, but I don't know. Draymond really that nigga. He a dweeb. He is a dweeb for this. Like, what the fuck is you? What is you hitting your teammate for? Like, you supposed to be a team. We don't know the background of what happened, what was said, and who was talking shit about what, and
You
who
don't think
somebody might have
fights
said shit
happen?
about his mama. Of
Fights
course, but
been
like,
happening in practices. Like Michael Jordan was fighting. Like
yeah, but
like when it
still,
comes to
it's
this championship level of talent in the competition, if fights ain't happening and emotions ain't high, you ain't winning championships like that.
okay. Well then, okay. Well, I'm put your
You
money where
saw
your
you
mouth
saw
is.
what Tom Brady was like popping footballs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't get angry like that unless you fighting.
That's real. That's real. I think I don't know. I just still think he a dweeb, just in general, just how he is, to be honest. But shout out to Draymond Green anyway, because he's from Saginaw. That's
Can't
where
say it to
most of
his
my
face
family
though.
from.
That's what I learned.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't say that shit to his face.
Nah, you saw that
I
punch?
definitely would.
That's
That
a
nigga ain't going. He ain't knocking me out like that.
he's
Ain't no
six
way.
something and like NBA
Me
caliber
too.
championships. Come
I
on
don't give a
now.
fuck.
He'd have been
That
like,
nigga not
come
finna
on
knock
now.
me
If
out.
he hit you in Poole, he hitting you.
That nigga not. He not knocking me out though. On God,
That
that
nigga
nigga
Jordan
not
Poole
knocking me
don't know
out.
how to dodge. He don't know how to
Exactly.
weave.
Bob and weave.
Like
Bob and weave.
I looked up where he from because I was like, hey, like nobody taught you how to back up, like no move, no like hand up, like I was like, where's you from? And they said Wisconsin. I'm like,
Yeah, he from Milwaukee. It go down to Milwaukee
Osmo.
though.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, like, is
No,
all y'all
because
niggas
like you,
that soft? Like, do y'all not know when a punch is coming or
but
what?
like you said though, like because you seen it. You seen when he was walking up. He was like, oh yeah, like you knew something was finna happen.
Yeah, that Shannon Sharp shit. Like, he explained it perfectly. Like everybody knew it. Even Steve Kerr started walking up to like, hey. Like,
Right. If Steve Kerr knew,
yeah,
then you should have known. But
exactly.
it's I don't know.
I heard it had to do with his contract. He about to get that big boy extension. They say he been acting real brand new.
Mm.
And Draymond was like, he wasn't feeling that. You already
I
know
think
about the back and forth between him and Clay during the season.
see, I don't remember what happened. I know him and KD got into it too, but that's what
Well,
I'm saying. Like he a dweeb. Like why you always getting into it with people? Like we don't never hear about nobody else, but you always getting into it.
he
For
more
what?
vocal.
Vocal don't mean
He is Spartan. Like I can't help it.
all
Like
right.
he say what he feel. He say what's on his heart.
He does. I
And
guess he
that's
does.
exactly like what I do. Like it's just something about being a Spartan.
I guess, man. Let's
You gotta
move
say
on.
what's on your chest.
Let's move on.
So I'm gonna highlight my boy Draymond Green. Go green. Go white.
Shout out to him
So
for
shout out
sure.
him and that University Michigan Wolverine. Make sure you put some ice on that bitch. I heard you went back to
Mm-hmm.
practice looking real stupid. Like you should have just went home.
Boy, lumped up.
I don't even know if Steph is really like the team leader. He should have told Draymond to go home.
He didn't.
Nope. I heard they went right back to practice.
Mm.
That nigga he woke up from his slumber and he went right back. But you know, like if you ever like this is for people who ever really been punched. The adrenaline hit you right there in the moment. But that like later in the day, the next day, that's when you
Mm-hmm.
really feeling that bitch.
Lumped up.
Like I want to see his next day picture. That shit was like that was vicious.
That shit. And how did the video even get out of here? That's really the thing that is intriguing to me. Like, where did the video come from? Who leaked that
I
shit?
thought it was Draymond. Like cause you know Draymond like to be on the
He be on
media.
podcasts.
He got
Yeah.
his podcast and everything going. Wouldn't you want that story to come out? Like if I fuck somebody up,
But the story was already out there without the video, and then we seen the video. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. Like we heard about it, and then the video came out mysteriously afterwards.
And
So
I'm
it's
glad
like
it did, to be honest.
I am too. It was
Like,
funny to watch. It was funny to watch.
that was a great video.
That's what you had sound.
Draymond, man, like, boy, like that power behind that punch was like, that shit was perfect.
It really was though.
All right, so what's your highlight here?
Man, let me highlight, man. I want to highlight a black YouTuber that I think is super dope. This guy, Marques Brownlee. He has like 16 million subscribers at the time of this recording. 16 million accounting, but he does like a lot of tech reviews. So if the new iPhone comes out, the new Android comes out, he does cars as well. So like he's just super dope. Like one of the biggest black YouTube creators in that space. So shout out to Marques Brownlee, Marques Brownlee, Brown Lee. Yeah, go check him out if you're looking for some tech shit. You want to get a review of it or just overall idea of what's going on. Yeah, so I guess with that being said, we can go ahead and get up out of here, man. We done gave the people what they wanted. Shout out to Jalen Rose for that phrase. But yeah, man, we out. It's been the Friends Podcast.
Yes, sir.